guys, today we'll be making an adorable poofy deco mesh wreath. What you will need, I have this wreath ring. It is actually 16 inches and it already has the stems attached. I have videos I will link in the description box down below showing you how to use a plain wreath ring like this one and attach your own stems if you choose to do so. I do both. It just depends on what wreath I want to make. I have this adorable sign for the center, 21-inch long deco mesh, and I also have 6-inch long deco mesh. You can also use 10-inch long deco mesh, or you can just use all 6-inch long deco mesh. Again, I have videos I will link in the description box showing you all the different methods so you can decide which method works best for you. So the colors I'm using, I just matched the color scheme of the sign. And then I have scissors or a rotary cutter and a hot glue gun. Alright, let's get started. So first thing I like to do is raise all of my stems. So now that I have all my stems raised, I'm going to take my mesh, curl it to a nice little point. I'm going to start on the outer stem, place my mesh, twist it a couple of times, just like that. And I'm going to make a nice little poof. So pull to make a poof. And then come around to the next outer stem. And I like to go all the way around the outer stem and then come back and go around the inner stem. The size of the poofs, that's completely up to you. You can make them larger, smaller, whatever you prefer. But just keep in mind how much mesh you have. Okay, so I'm going to come back around to my starting point and just repeat the same step. I'm making a poof. I'm going to unravel my stem, place my mesh, and then twist the stem back. And then you can cut off the mesh and start over on the inner ring, or you can just continue on from here onto the inner ring. Since I have a decent amount of mesh, I'm going to just continue on around the inner ring. You're just going to make another poof. But this time, instead of going on the outer ring, we're going to place the mesh on the first inner stem and twist it a couple of times. And now we can just continue on the inner ring just like we did on the outer ring. And then once you have all of your mesh in place, we're just going to cut away the excess mesh. Cut. And then you can just tuck that away. It won't be visible by the time you add all of your other mesh. Alright, so this wreath is very poofy, which is exactly how I want it. You can make it less poofy if you choose to do so, or even poofier. It's completely up to you. I'm just kind of fluffing out all of my poofs. Now I'm going to add my red and white mesh. And I have cut this mesh into 8-inch long pieces. So I'm going to take my mesh. You can roll it in a cute little curl or in a diagonal. I think this time I'm going to roll it in a cute little curl. Just like that. Take my white, roll it in a cute little curl, crisscross, scrunch in the center, and place it in the middle of my stem. And twist it a couple of times and tuck your stem away. Because I'm not going to add any more mesh to it, you can definitely, if you're going to add more mesh, of course, don't tuck it away just yet. And you can also, instead of tucking your stems, since they do match the color scheme, you can kind of curl them and leave them visible if you choose to do so. I'm just going to tuck mine away, rolling it again, crisscross, scrunch, And I'm alternating which color I put on top. Last bundle had white on top, so this one I'm going to place the red on top. Place it in my stem, twist it a couple of times, and tuck it away. Just like that. Alright, so I'm going to repeat this step all the way around my wreath. You can definitely add any other embellishments you like. Just have fun with it and make it your own. Alright, so I've completed the inner ring, and I've decided I'm going to try to roll my mesh in diagonals for the outer ring, just so it'll be a little more visible. So I'm going to roll it at a diagonal like that. Take my white, roll it at a diagonal, crisscross, scrunch, and place it on the outer stem. Now you can use diagonals for all your stems. You can use curls for all of your stems. Whatever you prefer. I just wanted to try to mix it up and see what it looked like. So I'm going to place the mesh on all of the outer stems. You could even leave your outer stems empty if you choose to do so. The possibilities are endless. So this is what it's looking like already. It's so cute and precious and poofy. You can honestly just leave the wreath like this. I have done that several times because it looks so adorable. But since we have this cute little sign, we're going to place it in the center. But this is an adorable poofy wreath by itself. You could just add in any additional embellishments, or you can leave it just like this. But that's the good thing about it. The possibilities are endless. So we're going to cut off our hanger. And since the sign is more long as opposed to wide, I usually take 2 stems for the top and 2 for the bottom, but since we won't need that, I'm just going to place 1 stem on either side. So just adjust how you place your stems depending on the size of your sign. My sign is longer, then of course I will add 2 stems to the top and 2 to the bottom. Whatever it takes to make your sign secure. I'm going to take my hot glue and glue it in place. Going to place it in the center of our sign. I try to push the mesh out a little bit just so it's not covered by the sign, but this sign is fairly small, so it's not going to cover too much of the mesh, which is a good thing. And once you have it where you think it's a good spot, you're just going to take your stem, push the mesh aside, and attach your stem directly to the wreath ring. And twist it a couple of times just to make sure it's nice and secure. And then replace the mesh and do the same thing for the other side. Okay, and then I'm just kind of fluffing up my mesh, adjusting it, making sure I don't have any gaps or spaces. And you are all done. It's so cute, simple, and easy to make. Modify the color, the style, add in any additional embellishments you'd like. You can add ribbon, bows, any other type of cute little beach decor, whatever you prefer. Just have fun with it and make it your own. But it's so cute, simple, and easy to make.